All right, namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today I'll be touching on a topic which is very interesting, and it's very close to my heart. Okay, and so what happens is I get a lot of calls, messages regarding you know issues that crop up in relationships. Okay, my boyfriend is not listening to me. My girlfriend is, I think my girlfriend is not completely trustworthy. My husband is, having an affair. I think my wife is hanging out with some other guy. So all these things, they frequently come to me. Okay, and people, of course, they want a resolution of these answers, of these, of these issues that they have. And I don't blame them, of course, because relationships can kill you faster than cigarettes. Okay, if you smoke say 50 cigarettes in a day, it'll kill you in around 3 to 4 years. But if you have a bad relationship or a traumatic relationship, it can give you cancer in 3 weeks, or maybe 1 month or so. Okay, but then when we speak about relationships, the first thing we have to understand is the karma that bring people together into a relationship. Okay, so whatever issues you are having in a relationship, or the reasons why two people come together in a relationship, is because of karma. Okay, now to put things in clarity, or to put things in perspective, there is no good or bad karma. Okay, people say that this is good karma, this is bad karma. No, there is only karma. Okay, good and bad is your perspective of that, of that karma which flows out at a certain time. Okay, and secondly, you cannot meet people with whom you do not have any karma. Okay, so now consider this truth, because the video is titled as the truth about relationship karma. So this is a truth. You cannot be in a relationship, or you cannot be with someone unless and until you have karma, or some pending karma with that person. Okay, and this principle can be extended to everyone you meet. Okay, every random stranger you see on the street, every shopkeeper you interact with, every rickshaw wala or auto wala you interact with. Okay, every delivery boy that you interact with, every restaurant waiter you interact with, every restaurant you visit. Okay, you know every teacher you interact with in the school, in your school, in the college, all those things, whether the interaction happens for 1 minute, or maybe for 100 days, or maybe for 50 to 60 years, everything happens because of karma. Okay, so there is no single human interaction possible that can happen without karma. Okay, every time you interact with someone, even if that interaction is for say 1 minute, or even less than 1 minute, maybe the telecaller interactions that you have, someone calls you, it's a spam call, you know that it's a telecaller calling for some product promotion, and you cut the phone maybe in 5 to 10 seconds. Even that is karma. Okay, so this is the truth. Okay, and there is no, there is no ambiguity to this. There should not be any ambiguity to this. Okay, you cannot have an interaction with anyone with whom you do not have any karma. Okay, so these two perspectives you should get in mind. The first thing is that there is no good karma, and that there is no bad karma. And secondly, any kind of interaction that you have with the other person, with the other people, is because you have some karma with them. Okay, now when it comes to relationship karma, there are certain time periods, okay, as to how this relationship karma flows in. Okay, I'll give you a hypothetical example. All right, I'll give you a hypothetical example. Say you know you suppose you are a female. Okay, and you have had a, you are a married female, and you have had sexual interactions with a number of, with a number of males, including your husband. And then all of a sudden you get pregnant, and you don't know who the father actually is. But then, it's too late to abort the child, or maybe if you abort that child, you will have some, the doctor has refused to abort that child because of some health issue that you have. And then, you go and tell your husband that you are pregnant, and your husband actually, finds it difficult to believe, but nevertheless he accepts it. And when the child comes, suppose it's a boy, and the boy does not look like, yeah, like your husband or even like you, and then there is a, your husband starts doubting you, that is this my child, this is my child. And then, with great reluctance, he provides for for the baby's fooding, clothing, education, and so on, and the baby grows up, and the baby finds nothing common with his father. So that doubt, you know that doubt still remain. And then suppose your husband dies and you die, okay, and you're in your next life, you're again back as husband and wife, and this time, your last life's husband is again dating you, okay, and then there is great love, there is great chemistry between the two of you, and then, you get married, and for some reason after marriage, your husband starts finding you unattractive. The attraction is now gone. Poof, it has evaporated, and he pokes you at every little reason. He starts finding fault with your cooking. Maybe he does not like the way you speak. Now, there was no problem before the marriage. Every problem started after the marriage. Yeah, so he finds problems with your cooking. He finds problems with the ways you interact with people. He finds problems with how you are dressing up, and he has problems with everything you do in this world, and you cannot really understand why this is coming from. Well, this is coming from the fact that in your last life there was this karma of suspicion, which is now translated into a karma of nagging by your husband. This is just a hypothetical situation, as I'm saying. And so you don't know, and finally you decided enough is enough, let me get divorced. And it has been only 1 year of marriage, and it's very difficult in a country like India. It's very difficult to get divorced. It's easy to get married, it's difficult to get divorced, but still you decide to go ahead, and finally you are free. Your husband is free, and he does not, and once he becomes free, he starts feeling pity for you. I think the marriage should not have collapsed. I think I should not have treated her so badly. But then why was he treating you badly before the marriage, or during the marriage, or before the divorce? It was because the suspicion karma had now manifested as a karma that made him nag you for each and every thing that you did. Okay, so this is how karma works. Some people get cheated in relationships and they think that, the other person has done wrong. No, it's not that. It could be a fact that he got cheated by you in some previous birth, and he has just come to you in a relationship with you to pay back that karma. Okay, so that is how karma works. Okay, it keeps on working in cycles, and you keep on paying your karma. So you keep on repaying your karmic debts that you have. Okay, and that is the reason, why we have so many unhappy marriages, because a marriage is a way for the you know for the karmas to get paid back. Okay, there is a marriage is a institution where people are paying off the the the, the karmas, the pending karmas that they have with each other. That is the reason 90% of the marriages in India and across the world, they are non-functional. They are just going on and on and on without any love or attraction. And this is the truth that I'm saying. Okay, so a karmic relationship, fortunately or unfortunately for some, it lasts very, very, for a very short period of time. It does not last long, because once the karma is over, people decide that it's better to get a divorce, or maybe it's better to live separately. So a karmic relationship does not last long. And there are marriages where people are married for namesake, but they are not actually, they are not really connected to each other. They are just living together for the sake of maybe the children, maybe the property, but there is no real connection between the husband and wife. So that is also a karmic relationship that the payback has completed, and now you know and now we need to live separately. Okay, so are you in such kind of a relationship? Maybe you are, maybe you are not. If you are not, then you are lucky. Okay, you are getting an opportunity to create new karmas with your partner, with your spouse, whoever it is. Okay, so what are the possible solutions for a karmic relationship? The first solution is to accept that that a relationship is bad and move out of it. Okay, that is the easiest way to to get out of a karmic relationship. You have paid back the karma, the relationship is it is gone, it is destroyed, there is nothing left in the relationship. So it's much better if you move out of it. Okay, because as I said, relationships can kill you faster than cancer. Okay, it's much better you get out of such a relationship. But then, this is easier said than done. Next step is to remove all the bad karmas that are causing this relationship to become bad. Okay, there is a way to do it. All right, there's a way to do it, of course. So I do it for my clients. I've been doing it for my clients. Yeah. So, you just remove the bad karma, and for both the husband and the wife. And then all of a sudden, it's like magic. The wife finds that there is no animosity there is no animosity in the husband anymore. And the husband finds that, oh my God, the wife has become so bearable for me. Okay. So there is a process to do it. So if you want to get it done for yourself and for the, betterment of your relationship, kindly get in touch with me. But again, as I said, it's much better if you have accepted, or if you have learned the lessons that a karmic relationship was teaching you, and you let it go. Okay, you come out of it, and you come out of it without any grudge, you come out of it without any resentment, you come out of it without feeling cheated or something like that. Okay, so this is the simple truth behind all karmic relationships. And if you liked it, please share this content, subscribe to my channel, and should you have any doubts regarding your chart, or if you want to resolve a karmic relationship so that there is no casualty involved for both you and your partner, kindly get in touch with me. The number is given in the description box. Right. So that's it from me in this video. I'll see you again very, very soon. Om Gurave Namaha.